Right, so today we're going to look at putter grips. Now, not putter grips as in the grip on the club, it's actually how we grip the putter. Now, the reason I like to see a different grip on the putter is because of what we don't need is excessive release or hold off when we're putting. So we want to be able to control the face more consistently. The other thing we don't need is power, so we don't need to release that face onto it. We just want to be able to control it. So what do I mean by a different grip? Now, if I set up with my normal grip, so I'm going to hold it through the fingers of my left hand, get my hand on it normally, I overlap my grip, so I'm overlapping and I have quite a neutral grip there. Now, the issue that we have here is because I'm holding it through my fingers, my wrist angle is in a position where it hangs down in a natural position for hitting a full shot. Now, if I move back, what you'll be able to see is in that position there, I'm set up to it like I'm going to hit a full shot now, and the toe of the putter's up in the air quite a lot because putter shafts are a lot more upright than an iron shaft or a driver shaft. So the reason this feels more comfortable is because if I try and get the putter flat on the ground now, in that grip holding it through my fingers, you can see I'm now in a position where I'm really locked and tight across my shoulders. So moving our left hand on our grip is very important for how our wrist function can change. So what we have through the palm of our hand, we have our lifeline, and it's running through this sort of V in my hand there. So when I place my hand on the grip, what I want is I want to put my grip through that lifeline or closer to that lifeline, so I'm not holding it as much in my fingers now. So what that means is that now suddenly my wrist can be in a completely different position from this with a full shot grip stuck to now I can get that putter head flat and my wrist is a lot more comfortable. I'm not in a rigid position here. So when I put my bottom hand on, I can feel a lot more relaxed than I was at the start with a normal grip. Okay, now when I put my bottom hand on, I actually overlap my two fingers of my left hand. Now, in reality, it doesn't really matter too much what you do with that one. I like overlapping a finger here because it allows me to get my hands closer and I can create more of a unit. And what we want to be able to do, as I say, is control that putter face. And if I can have my hands as more of a unit, it's better. Now, what you see is some people might have one finger down this way. Again, if that feels comfortable to you, great. People like Tommy Fleetwood, Justin Rose, they have their left hand on the putter in a particular way, and then they'll put the bottom hand on in this pencil or claw or saw, whatever you want to call it. But the reason they're doing that is because they're basically just having the left hand to steady it and the right hand is guiding that putter. And ultimately, if we can guide the putter and keep that face moving square, we can control starting direction of the ball, which is the vital thing here. Another grip would be Jordan Spieth, right hand top, left hand goes on the bottom. Obviously, if you're left-handed, it's the opposite way round, so our lead hand would go on the bottom, and what he's trying to feel with that sensation, that he's leading the stroke predominantly with his left hand, and if I'm doing this, I'm feeling that I'm leading it with the back of my left hand. So putter grips, there's lots of different people are doing different things now, and you know, at the end of the day, if it goes in the hole, it's whatever works for you. But changing that left hand grip and getting that left hand in a different position, if you're a left hander, it would be your right hand, so running through the lifeline of your right hand, that's going to allow you to put your hands on the club in a way that we can get the putter flat on the ground. And if we can get that putter flat on the ground through the lifeline here, get in a nice position, all we have to do then is feel like we can just rock that shoulder back and through, and we can get the ball started on line. So yeah, it's something that you need to get a feel for, but ultimately if you get your hands in the right position, you can then move in the right way as well, rather than restricting yourself and blocking yourself ultimately with that left wrist position. So lifeline of left hand is something that needs to be experimented with if you grip it normally, as if you were hitting a full shot. So yeah, have a play around, give it a go. If it's something that you need me to look at when we're allowed out again, it's a lot easier to show that sort of thing where you can actually see it and feel what you're doing. But as I say, get that feeling through the left hand grip, and then experiment with your bottom hand and what you're doing. Okay.